Why? Because this incarnation gave something which no other incarnation gave. Right. In a Rama incarnation, Lord gave liberation to Ahilya. Lord gave liberation to Ravan. And so many people they get liberated from their demoniac life. In Krishna pastimes also, Krishna Lila also, many people they got Goloka Vrindavan. Many people they got Vaikuntha. Many people they got liberated simply just by getting killed by Arjuna's arrows and having the vision or the glance of Lord Sri Krishna, they got liberated. Mostly those who were killed in battlefield of Kurukshetra, they got liberated. So they got Vaikuntha, they got to Goloka. Some people they got to Goloka. Many of them actually they came also from Goloka. But in this particular pastime, Lord gave something which no other incarnation gave. What is that Mahaprabhu is giving? That is Krishna Prema, which is even more precious than getting liberation or getting to Vaikuntha or getting to Goloka. Yes. So, and he's giving not to one or two person. He's giving to everyone whoever makes his sincere effort by chanting the holy name sincerely, following the footsteps of Mahaprabhu's very dear associates like Rupa and Sanatan. So Krishna Prema is readily available for all of them. That's why this pastime, this incarnation, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu are glorified by Sri Lochan Das Thakur as Sab Avatar Sara Siromani Nitai Gaurachandra. Why? Because the process of Krishna consciousness, the what they gave, is fully filled with happiness. কেবল আনন্দ কান্তা শুধু আনন্দই আছে আর কিছু নেই আনন্দের সীমা নাই শুধু আনন্দই আর আনন্দ আছে so to assist that Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, Balramji, same Lakshman, he comes as most magnanimous, most compassionate form as Nityananda. Most compassionate form. The same Balaram who was when he was angry, he actually brought whole Hastinapur into Yamuna. Same Balaram. That same Balaram coming as Nityananda Prabhu, he is doing what? He is begging door to door. द्वारे द्वारे गिया करो करो a bhikha. So that order of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and his associates are trying to follow. And when somebody chants the holy name of the Lord, immediately he becomes joyful and embraces him. And if he doesn't chant the holy name, he just rolls down upon the door and he tells to the people, "Oh, people of this place, kindly chant the name of Lord Gauranga. Kindly chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and purchase me. I'll become servant hereafter if you chant even once." So that Nityananda Prabhu is very special. And even he is so much accessible, even more accessible than Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he comes, of course, but he mainly he goes for classes. Means those are very learned scholars. Those are very elite people. Those who are big pandits, sannyasis for them. But those who are poor, those who are illiterate, those who are like worthy to be forsaken about, for them, who is there other than Nityananda Prabhu? No one. So that's why when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Jagannath Puri, and there he orders all his associates. So you should do this, you should do this, and all of you should come every year to meet with me in Jagannath Puri. But to Nityananda Prabhu, what he tells, what he gives the order, every year you will not come, except you, everybody will come. Because what I cannot do, that you have to do. What I could not do. So in Banga, because my mother has ordered me to be here in Jagannath Puri, that's why I am here. I cannot go to Gauravhumi, but Gauravhumi, the Bangbhumi, this Bengal is left for you because you only can deliver whole Bengal. I cannot go because that's my motherland. And Mata Sachi has given me order to be here in Jagannathpuri. I cannot go there. So can you imagine? Everybody is being told come every year here in Jagannathpuri, except one person, Nityanand Prabhu. And Nityanand Prabhu was empowered by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And practically we see Nityanand Prabhu came from Jagannathpuri along with his all associates, and he floods the whole Gaudadesh. He floods with Krishna Prem. And Anargal Krishna Prem, Gaurav Pradhan. Anargal means no bound, no boundary, no restriction. Anargal. So that is Nityanand Prabhu. That's why we see even in Bengal, Jai Nitai terminology, Jai Nitai proverb is more famous than Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Jai Gaur nobody tells, Jai Nitai everybody tells, right? So Lord Nityanand Prabhu is really the shelter for fallen. So according to Sri Narottam Das Thakur, if anybody want to approach Radha and Krishna, the first and foremost thing he must do is to take shelter of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So beginning of Krishna Bhakti starts with the mercy of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And who is representing Lord Nityananda Prabhu? Shri Guru, Vaishnavas. আর কবে নিতাই চন্দ্র করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মোরে কবে তুচ্ছ হবে. So unless the material desires in our heart becomes insignificant, Krishna Bhakti never starts. Makes sense? Krishna Bhakti doesn't start nicely unless the material desires of sense gratification becomes small, insignificant in our heart. So that process that happens when Lord Nityanand Puri becomes merciful upon us. আর কবে নিতাই চন্দ্রের করুণা হইবে সংসার বাসনা মরে কবে তুচ্ছ হবে. Then what? সংসার কবে তুচ্ছ হবে? Then বিষয় ছাড়িয়া কবে শুদ্ধ হবে মন, তবে হম বুঝব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন, তবে হম হেরিব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন. So then only one can understand Sri Vrindavan. Otherwise not. Just by going into Vrindavan, taking ticket of Vrindavan, Mathura, and just from there you take a tempo, toto, cross Yamuna River, and just went to Vrindavan and had some nice milkshake in front of Krishna Balram Mandir, and then from you there you go for market. Which market is there? Very famous market. Then you
Lohi
go
Bazar.
Loi Bazaar, and then 4 5 days did all that Guma Gumi, then come back. Hoya Vrindavan. Nahi, nahi, nahi. Unless the material desires of sense gratification becomes very insignificant, so that okay, no, just throw it out. Sansara Vasana more kabe tuchcha hobe. Tuchcha hobe. Then the Sansara Vasana tuchcha, after it becomes very insignificant, then one can give it that up, the sense gratification. And coarse and very gross sense gratification like illicit sex and all other things is hovering upon the consciousness of jivas like Maya Pisachi. And that's why the living entity jiva is not able to release Krishna prema. That's why. I mean the root, I mean the beginning, the virus is there. Mm. So then কবে কবে হবে কবে হবে কবে हम বুঝিব সে বৃন্দাবন কবে हम হেরিব শ্রী বৃন্দাবন. Then comes the third place. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoibe Akuti. তবে हम বুঝবে সে যুগল প্রীতি. So when the third place comes, when Nityanand Puri mercy will be there, then there will be material desires be very much go little. Then after that, one will able to understand the literatures given by Srila Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, right? Then Rupa Raghunath. Then one will able to understand Radha and Krishna. Otherwise not. Impossible. So, Nitai Bine Bhai, Radha Krishna paite nai. Unless there is a mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, one cannot attain Radha and Krishna. Impossible to attain Radha and Krishna. Today, His Holiness Devamrit Swami Maharaj was telling, so in class in Mayapur TV. So Nityananda Prabhu is actually the person who is like the gateway to the conjugal loving affair. So when he sanctions and when he tells, recommends to Radharani that this person is person who could be put into your pastime, then only Srimati Radharani accepts that person. Otherwise not. So we see Nityananda Prabhu from the beginning till end. Without his mercy, one cannot advance in Krishna Bhakti. So that same Nityananda Prabhu appears in Bengal long before Mahaprabhu appears, some around 40 years, 30, 40 years. So we'll see how he appears in a place called Radhesh. Radhesh is the place where Ganga doesn't flow. So it's there somewhere, starting from the Durgapur, then you go toward this Ajay River, and cross this, and then you go to a district called Birbhum. So these all places are Radhadesh. Radhadesh means where Ganga doesn't flow and everything is very dry. Now also if you go, it's like that. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu appears there. Mahaprabhu, out of his causeless mercy, makes his associates appear in such and such places, and there also Krishna Bhakti starts growing. Like now we see, this is mercy of Mahaprabhu that he makes his devotees appear in such and such places. Like if you go to Russia, Ukraine, New Zealand, America, in such places, devotees are being taking birth. They're not ordinary devotees. They are Premi Bhaktas. They are appearing there. This is the plan of whose? This is the plan of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to flood the whole world. So in beginning of his appearance, Mahaprabhu has made so many different great devotees appear. Like Jayadev Goswami appear in Bengal. Vidyapati appears in Bihar, in the place called Mithila. Similarly, Bilvamangal Thakur appears in South India. Like this, great stalwarts were made to appear in Bharat Bhumi before Mahaprabhu comes. So that all that everything was why? Because Mahaprabhu want to flood the world with prema in future. So they appear some 600, 800 years before. So then after that, we see Madhvendra Puri appears, Advaita Acharya appears before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu appears, then Gaurang Mahaprabhu himself appears. First making all of his uh, elder elderly devotees appear, then he appears. So today we shall be mainly seeing, reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat. We shall be reading from Chaitanya Bhagavat, childhood pastimes of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Okay. So because all of us, mostly we are like, all of you know Bengali, but for our easiness to make us comfortable with reading, uh, we have made it into English verbatim. So we shall be reading it one by one. The two sections of pastimes which are mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat, pastimes, childhood pastimes of Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and Lord Nityananda Prabhu is going from his house, leaving his house, and going for the pilgrimage. So we know Lord Nityananda Prabhu stayed in his home. That's called uh, which place? Ekchakradham, right? How many of you been to Ekchakradham, Prabhu? No one. No one. It's just around the corner here in Bardhaman. You just take, it will take hardly 2 hours. Okay. Sandeep Pro is giving thumbs up. Yes. I have visited. Okay, that's good. So, Ekchakradham. So, Nityanand Prabhu appears in the house of Hadai Oja, and his mother's name was Padmavati in Ekchakradham. And Lord stayed there for 12 years. And for 12 years, he had become the heart of all the Chakravasi's heart. Without always 24 by 7 Chakravasis, everyone, even dog, even bulls, even parrots, pigeons, everybody thinking about Lord Nityananda. Everybody. From children to old people, everybody had their prana to be Nityananda only, Nitai. So Lord Nityananda did so many most beautiful pastimes in Ekchakradham for 12 years. And we know after 12 years, when sannyasi comes to the house of Hadayoja, and Hadayoja and Padmavati Mata serves sannyasi very nicely. Some devotee says he was Lakshmipati Tirtha. Uh, could be also. So Lakshmipati Tirtha came. And in Dakshina, Lakshmipati Tirtha asked, what? Can you kindly spare Nitai, your Nitai? And that was like thunderbolt to the heart of Hadayoja. He said, Nitai, I thought you will ask something. Nitai, you asked something else. Just fell down actually, practically. Because sannyasi is coming to the house, and nowadays, as householders have no any concept of serving sannyasis and sadhus. That time it was not so. If sannyasi and sadhu ask something, you must give if you have given the vow. So at last, after consulting with Padmavati, Harayoja told, okay, so Nitai had to go. So from 12 years, then after that 8 years, 8 years, Nityanand Prabhu traveled sometime with his spiritual master. I mean, could be Lakshmipati Tirtha. And after that, he might, we have seen in Chaitanya Bhagavat, he roamed alone also. So he roamed alone for 8 years throughout the whole India, Bharatvarsha, starting from Badrinath till Kanyakumari. Throughout the whole India, Lord Nityanand Puri roamed in 8 years. And by then, already Mahaprabhu has appeared here in Mayapur. Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya was already appeared. When Lord Nityanand Prabhu was there in Ekchakradham, then there only Mahaprabhu has appeared here in Mayapur Dham. Mahaprabhu उस समय ही यहाँ पे then he has already appeared. It's mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat. So then after 20 years, when Mahaprabhu going to start Sankirtan, then Nityanand Prabhu one day he visits Siddham Mayapur and starts Sankirtan along with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he starts giving Krishna Prem. Before meeting Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he didn't give Krishna Prem. He had Krishna Prem but didn't give. But when he got instruction from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he starts giving. That's what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda Prabhu shows, that we may have some qualification to do something, but unless we are ordered to do something, we should not take adventures, right? We should be blessed by seniors, gurujanas, so that we could do some service. So even we take any venture of any type of thing, we should get blessings first. So even Nityananda Prabhu Balram, he thought of giving Krishna Prema, but he desired that I should get permission, I should get order from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then I will start. So then he started. So today we are going to read from Chaitanya Bhagavat, mainly the two sections we shall be reading, because today Lord Nityananda Prabhu's appearance day. So childhood pastimes, and Lord Nityananda Prabhu is moving to different pilgrimage sites. So what happens? Are you all ready to go ahead with the reading? It's 5:30, and we shall try to complete it in next half an hour. Hare Krishna. If you are ready, then please kindly give thumbs up. As some minutes before Sandeep Prabhu was giving thumbs up. Okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you. So let's go ahead. So we can read together. Childhood pastimes of Lord Nityananda. I'll read some, maybe some other devotees could also read if they're comfortable with reading. जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य कृपा सिंधु जय जय नित्यानंद जगतीर बंधु.
जय जय श्री
जय
Don't
जय श्री
repeat it.
कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय
कृपा
जय
सिंधु जय जय नित्यानंद जगतीर बंधु.
We shall be reading it just once. I will read it just once. You just hear it, because it's quite little longer. I mean, it's around 150 payars. So if you'll repeat it, then it will be difficult to complete in particular time limit. So I'll just read it, and after that, some other devotees could also read. Just hear. जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य कृपा सिंधु जय जय नित्यानंद जगतीर बंधु जय द्वैत चंद्रेर जीवन धन प्राण जय श्रीनिवास गदाधरेर निधान जय जय जगन्नाथ सचिपुत्र विश्वम्भर जय जय भक्त वृंद प्रिय अनुचर. So here, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya, who is the author of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Vrindavan Das Thakur. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya is original Vyasdev of Chaitanya Leela. Krishna Leela Vyasdev is Vyasdev, Krishna Dvaipayan Vyas. But who is Vyasdev Chaitanya Leela? Is Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. Vyasdev again reappears in the pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. व्यासदेव पुनः आते हैं चैतन्य महाप्रभु की लीला में. उनका नाम क्या है? वृंदावन दास ठाकुर. So he could be called to be the primary, I mean, most original Adi, compiler of Mahaprabhu's pastimes. So mainly he has compiled this childhood pastimes and some Madhya Leelas also. And most often Ant-Leela pastimes are compiled by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. So that is taken in great detail in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So Adi Leela and Madhya Leela is taken very much thorough dealing with by Sri Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. So here Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is uh, praying to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his Kripa Sindhu. Jaya Jaya Nityananda Jagatira Bandhu is the friend of whole universe, multiple verses. Vedvaita Chandra Jivana Dhana Prana. Chandrera Jivana Dhana Prana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Advaitacharya's Jivana Dhana Prana. He is the life air of his life. Life's lives. Jivera Jiva. Jivanera Jivan. Jai Srinivas Gadadhare Nidhan. That Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Srivas Thakur's and Gadadhar Pandit's shelter. Jai Jagannath Sachiputra Vishwambar. And that same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the son of Sachi Mata and Jagannath Mishra. And his name is Vishwambar. Jai Jai Bhakta Vrinda Priya Anuchar. So, all glories to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Bhakta Vrinda Priya Anuchar. He is always moving along with his most dear devotees. पूर्वे प्रभु श्री अनंत चैतन्य अग्नाय विराड़े अवतीर्ण होई आछे न लीलाय हड़ोज नाम पिता माता पद्मावती एक चाक्काग्न में ग्राम गौड़ेश्वर तथी शिशु हईते सुस्थिर सुबुद्धि गुणवान जिनिया कंदर्प कोटि लावण्य रधाम. So here Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya tells, Purve Prabhu Shri Ananta Chaitanya Agyay. Agyay means by order. So before Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Anantadev, he appears in Radhadesh. Radhadesh, as we have discussed, the part of Bengal where Ganga doesn't flow, starting from Durgapur and all that area like Birbhum and all other places, Bankura, like that, those are places. राणे अवतीर्ण हुई आछे न लीला है. So out of his causeless mercy to perform beautiful pastimes, Nityananda Prabhu is none other than Ananta. He appears in Radhades. Hado Naam Pita, his father name is Hada and mother's name Padmavati. And in the village called Ekchakragram, Gaudeshwara Tathi. He is the master of Gaudades. And in his childhood, Lord Nityananda Prabhu was सुस्थिर सुबुद्धि गुणवान जिनिया कंदर्प कोटि लावण्य धाम and सुबुद्धि great intelligent person, all the qualities, filled with all the qualities, suisthira, as well as he was very much uh, suisthira. I mean to say, he was not a like naughty boy. Suisthira vigya jinya kandarpa koti lavanya dham, who is who is the koti kandarpa, means unlimited crores of kandarpa. Kandarpa means what's called kandarpa means uh, what is it? Cupid, or we say क्या बोलते हैं? Kamdev. So he was so beautiful in his childhood. So even crores of Kamdev were also attracted toward him. Lavanya Dham. সেই হইতে রাড়ে হইল সর্বসুমঙ্গল দুর্ভিক্ষ দারিদ্র দোষ খণ্ডিল সকল. So as soon as Nityananda appears, Radhes, which is which is always being ruined by Durviksha. Durviksha means Durviksha means famine, where you hardly get any food. Daridra, poverty. Khandilo sakal. Everything was over, just as Lord Nityananda comes. Radhes also, there is no rain, right? So Durviksha and Daridra. Still, if you go to एक चक्रधाम, अभी अगर आप एक चक्रधाम जाएंगे देखेंगे कि वहां पे अभी भी सब तरह की खेतियां होती हैं. এখন আপনি দেখবেন এই যে এইদিকে যে যেখানে গঙ্গা বয় সেই দিকে যে যে চাষ করে সব সেই চাষগুলি এখনো এক চক্রধামে হচ্ছে. চাল চাষ সবকিছু চাষ হচ্ছে. So before it was not happening. Everything started after Lord Nityananda Prabhu appears. Durviksha daridra dosh khandilo sakal. যেই দিনে জন্মিলা নবদ্বীপে গৌরচন্দ্র রাড়ে থাকি হুঙ্কার করিলা নিত্যানন্দ. The very day Gaurang Mahaprabhu appears in Navadip, Nityanand Prabhu immediately understood that my Lord has appeared in Navadip Dham. And he started shouting loudly, Hunkar, Ananta Brahmanda Vyapta, Hoila Hunkare, Murchagata Hoilo Jana, Sakala Sansare. So everybody, just by hearing this loud roaring sound of Nityananda Prabhu, people started fainting. Katho loka bolileka hoilo bajrapat, patho loka manileka parama utpat, patho loka bolileka জানিলু কারণ গৌড়েশ্বরের গোসাইরা হইল গরজন. এই মত সর্বলোক নানা কথা গায় নিত্যানন্দ কেহ নাহি চিনিল মায়ায়. So some people they told that, oh, maybe Vajrapath had happened. বাজ পড়েছে মনে হয়. And somebody telling that something huge, uh, some very heavy utpat is going to happen. Something bad omens are actually being seen like that. Katho loka bolile ka janilu karon. Some people they started telling that, oh, I know this. What is the reason of this? Gaudeswara Gosai Hoila Garja. This is the master of Bengal. He is doing this Garjan. So like this, everybody started telling their own things. Imada Sarvaloka Nana Katha Gai, Nityananda Keho Nahi Chinilo Mai. So Nityanand Prabhu, he is Balram himself, he is doing this Hunkar Garjan. Nobody is able to understand it. Yes, anybody like to recite this from here? They can raise their hand and they can recite. Hari Bol. Pardipta Mandalpur, could you? Then give it a try.
হেন মাতে আপনা লুকাই নিত্যানন্দ, শিশুগণ সঙ্গে খেলা করে না আনন্দ। শিশুগণের সঙ্গে প্রভু যত ক্রীড়া করে, শ্রীকৃষ্ণের কার্য বিনা আর নাহি স্ফুরে। দেবসভা করেন মিলিয়া শিশুগণে, পৃথিবীর রূপে কেহ করে নিবেদনে।
Hmm. So Nityanand Prabhu has hid himself and he's not showing his real identity. And what he's doing, Sisugana Sange Khela Karana Ananda. He is doing all the plays along with the children of his own age in Ekchakradham. And what play he's doing? All Krishna Lila and Ram Lila. The Krishna Lila start from where? Their mother Earth, Bhumi Devi, goes to Brahmaji and she gives complaints, she pleads that my situation is very, very dangerous. All that demons has actually captured my whole earth and they are actually uh, they are just tormenting me like anything. So Lord Nityananda is doing all the pastimes of Krishna and all other incarnations, Lord like Ramachandra, Vamandev, and see how he does wonderful pastimes there along with his fellow children. The way, yeah, go ahead, Prabhu.
তবে পৃথিবী লইয়া সবে নদী তীরে যায়, শিশুগণ মেলি স্তুতি করে উদ্ধরায়। কোন শিশু লুকাইয়া ঊর্ধ্ব করি বলে, জন্মিব গিয়া আমি মথুরা গোকুলে। কোনদিন নিশা ভাগে শিশুগণে লইয়া, বাসুদেব দেবকীর করেন বিয়া।
So same, you are able to follow it. I think it's very easy for all of you to follow it. पृथ्वी लोहिया सबे नदी तीरे जाए शिशुगण मेली स्तुति करे उद्धराए. So Lord, हाँ जी, पृथ्वी लोहिया, by taking the earth, earth planet, शिशुगण मेली स्तुति करे उद्धराए, and he is going to the milk ocean, on the shore of milk ocean, and he is praying. Kono Shishu, and one of the child is acting just like Chirodakshai Vishnu, and he is telling, Janmibo Giyami Mathura Gokule. I will appear in Mathura Gokul. So after this pastime over. Then Kona Dina Nesha Bhage Shushugane Loya. And in the night time only, see whatever pastime happened in what time, Nityānanda takes that time only, right? Not like all that pastime happens in the daytime only, Kono din Nisha Bhage Shishugane Loya. In the night, one day, one night, some children, he takes some children and now he makes the arrangement of marriage. Biya. Vasudev Devaki Korayana Biya. Vasudev Devaki, both they get married. Go ahead, Prabhu.
বন্দীঘর করিয়া অত্যন্ত নিশা ভাগে, কৃষ্ণ জন্ম করায়েন কেহ নাহি জাগে। গোকুল সৃজ্য তথি আনে না কৃষ্ণের রে, মহামায়া দিল লইয়া ভাঙিল কংসেরে। কোন শিশু সাজায় না পুতানা রূপে, কেহ স্তন পান কেহ স্তন পান করে উঠি তার বুকে।
Hmm. Bandighara Korea Atanta Nisha Mage. When the night was so deep, I mean Atanta Nisha, like when Lord Sri Krishna appears, when there was like full dead of night, around it was 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Krishna Janma Korayan Keho Nahi Jage. Nobody is awake. That time Krishna appears. So the pastime also Nityanand Prabhu does, playing it at that time. Gokula Srijiya Tathi Anena Krishna. He makes the place and he tells you that this is the Gokul. And in this way, he breaks open all that locks of Kansa's jail and he makes somebody to Vasudev and he goes taking Krishna, newborn baby, across River Yamuna and where? Nandagram. Kona Shisu Sajayana Putana Rupe. Then after Putana Vat take place. Kona Shisu Sajayana Putana Rupe Keho Stana Pan Kare Uthi Taru Buke. So somebody is made to be Krishna and he ascends to the breast of Putna, and that child sucks the breast of Putna and kills him. Yes, bro.
কোনদিন শিশু সঙ্গে নালাখাড়ি দিয়া সাকতা গড়িয়া তাহা ফেলেন ভাঙ্গিয়া, নিকটে বাসায়া যত গোয়ালার ঘরে অলক্ষিয়া শিশু সঙ্গে গিয়া চুরি করে, তাঁরে ছাড়ি শিশুগণ নাহি যায় ঘরে, রাত্রি দিন নিত্যানন্দ সঙ্গতি বিহারে।
So all these pastimes, Nalakhadi, this Sakatasur Vad. Sakatasur is the Sakat Asur. Sakat means the carrier. What do you say? Sakat, or the where the previously people used to keep their household things upon that. So it's like wooden carrier. So one demon came as Sakatasur. He, his body was like wooden carrier. And you know this pastimes from Krishna Lila, Lord Sri Krishna was put just beneath that sakat, and Mata Yasoda went to do all his household chores. And by the time Krishna understood that this sakat is not ordinary sakat, this is a demon, and just very gently he touches the sakat, and the whole sakat blows out like boom, like like bomb visport something. Sakat Godiya taha felena bhangiya. And in this way, Lord Sri Krishna kills that Sakatasur. The same pastime Lord Nityananda enacts in Ekchakradham. Kona dene Shishu Sange nala khadi diya. Sakata Godiya taha felena bhangiya. Nikate bashaye jato goyalera ghare. So whatever nearby this cowherd houses are there, still they are there. I don't know whether they are from the same dynasty or not. But নিকটে বসে যত গয়ালের ঘরে অলক্ষিয়া শিশু সঙ্গে গিয়া চুরি করে. So same pastime that Lord Sri Krishna used to go nearby cowards houses, and he used to do pastime of stealing butter. So same pastime Nityanand Prabhu also. Tare chhadi Shishugana, and the pastimes and playing with Nityanand Prabhu are so entertaining that Ratri Dina Nityananda Sangati Vihare. The children were not going to home, leaving association of Lord Nityananda. Ratri Din, day and night, they were there with Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu means Nitai. Tare chhadi Shishugana nahi jaye ghare. Jahara balaka tara. Okay. Anybody else like to read? Hare Krishna. Anybody else there? Prabhus? Ankur Prabhu. Okay. Go ahead.
বিষ্ণু যাহারা বালক তাহা নাহি কিছু বলে, সবে স্নেহ করে করিয়া রাখেন লুকাইয়া কোলে, সবে বলে নাহি দেখি কেন দিব্য খেলা, কেমনে জানিল শিশু এত কৃষ্ণলীলা, কোনদিনও পাত্রেরা গাড়িয়া নাগাগুণে, জলে যাই লইয়া সকল শিশুগণে।
Hmm. So, no one uh, told anything to Nityananda Prabhu that why you are keeping my children with me, with yourself. Why? Because everybody loved Nitai. Everyone, all the uh, residents of Ek Chakradham. Sabhe sneh kore kariya rakhe na loya kole. Just by seeing Nityananda, everybody was so moved by paternal affection. They simply want to just hug Nitai and put upon the lap. Sabhe bole nahi dekhi heno divya khela. We've never seen such plays taking place before. Kyomane janilu these small little children, how could they know this all these Krishna's pastimes? Who told them? And then Nitan Buddha's this pastime of Kalia Dahan, or we say what? Chastising Kalia Nag. Kona dina patre gadiya nagagan, jale jaye loya sakala shishu gan. Next. Go ahead, bro.
জনপদীয় পদে কেহ অস্ত হইয়া, চৈতন্য করায় পাছে আপনি আসিয়া, কোনদিনও তালাবনে শিশুগণে লইয়া, শিশু সঙ্গে তাল খাইয়া ধেনুকা মারিয়া, শিশু সঙ্গে গোষ্ঠে গিয়া নানা ক্রীড়া করে, বাঁকা আঘা বৎসুরা
Very.
বৎসাসুরা করি তাহা মারে।
So very small little uh, spelling techniques are there. This is jhanpani, this jhapa, jhapadiya. Simple Bangla. Jhapadiya means just he just fell down. Jhapadiya means just jumped. Jhapadiya. Just he jumps there in the water. Jhapadiya pade, ke ho, achista hoya. So some children they went into the water and they become unconscious. They're playing it. And Chaitanya Korai, Nityananda himself goes and he makes everybody conscious by touching their forehead, just as Krishna did, Apani Asiya. Kona Dina Talavan. Then again, with some boys, he goes to Talvan forest and Sisu Sange Tal Khaya Dhanuka Mariya. And he kills the Dhanukasur and he then have big feast of Tal fruits. Sisu Sange Goshte Giya Nana Krida Kare. Bak Agha Vatsasur Karita Hamare. So one by one, as it's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, all that pastime what Lord Krishna did, which demon were killed first and second, the same sequence was followed by Lord Nityananda along with the children. So these things were moving on in Ek Chakradham, day and night in his childhood pastimes. Okay, so
বিকালে আসিয়া ঘরে
yeah,
গোষ্ঠীরে সহিত শিশুগণের সঙ্গে সঙ্গে
Shringa Baite Baite.
কোনোদিন করে গোবর্ধন ধারা লীলা, বৃন্দাবনে রচি কোনোদিন করে খেলা, কোনোদিন করে গোপীরা বসন হরণ, কোনোদিন করে যজ্ঞ প্রতিদর্শন।
So the pastimes of Sri Krishna, specifically cow pasturing pastimes. So when Lord Sri Krishna used to go early morning, he used to come back at dusk. And what's called that to be Godhuli. Godhuli means so many cows used to starts coming all the way from forest toward Goshti. Goshti means where cowherd people they stays into their village. So that's called Goshti. So when cows along with the cowherd men and boys, they come back bringing their getting their cows back again to their houses, homes. So that time is called Godhuli. So Bikale aise ghare goshthira sahite shishugana sange shringa baite baite. So Nityanand Prabhu also used to do the same pastime. So when the cowherd boys they used to come back from their pasturing grounds, grazing their cows, so they used to play a special musical instrument that's called bugle, shringa. That's the shringa, the bugle of क्या बोलते हैं उसको महिष or buffalo. So they used to play it. कोन दिन करे गोवर्धन धर लीला वृंदावन रची कोन दिन करे खेला. So like this Govardhan pastimes, all Vrindavan pastimes, and this Rasa Lila pastimes, Yagya Patni Darshan. So Yagya Patni Darshan also, Yagya Patnis were delivered. Yagya Patni were given uh, this. Yagya Patni gave this food to Krishna and Balram. So that's very beautiful pastime in 10th canto. We can read. So let's go to some other devotee who like to recite Hare Krishna. Anybody else like to recite Hari Bol? No one else? Shall I recite again for you? Okay. कौन शिशु नारद काचाए दाढ़ी दिया कंस स्थाने मंत्र कहे निवृत बसिया. Some children they they made themselves to be like Narad Muni. काचाए दाढ़ी दिया means दाढ़ी. say, like Narada Muni. So ISKCON version of Narada Muni is Seven fully, but Nityanand Prabhu used to do Narada Muni play. Narada Muni had दाढ़ी, तो ने शिशु नारद काचा है दाढ़ी दिया, कंस स्थानी मंत्र का है निवृत्त बसिया. Narada Muni goes to Kansa and tells that why you are not killing that your enemy who will kill you is already taken birth. He is there in Vrindavan, and this Vasudeva you are thinking he is an innocent guy. He only has kept him there. Immediately do something, kill him. Uh, why you are waiting for the eighth one? The first one could be also eighth one. The second one also could be eighth one. So Kansa, this all pastimes, very detailed pastimes Nityanand Prabhu used to play. Ora dino kone sesu akrura veshe loya jaya Ramakrishna Kansera nirdesh. So someday Akrura, he came, and one child was made to be Akrura. And he was taking Ram and Krishna from Vrindavan to Mathura. And Nityananda comes in a gopi bhav. Apani je gopi bhave korena krandan. Nadi bohe heno saba dekhe shishugan. And the tears coming from the eyes of Nityananda were like river. And people were not able to understand that how could ordinary person could cry so much in the gopi bhav, in the separation of Lord. अपनी जो गोपी भावे करे न क्रंदन नदी बहे हेनो सब देखी शिशुगण विष्णु माया मोहे के हो लखित न पारे नित्यानंद संग सब बालक विहरे. So all the children, they were not able to figure out who is this person moving around with us. He is none other than same Balram. मधुपुरी रचिया भ्रमेन शिशु संगे केहो होए माली केहो mala पड़े रंगे. So as Krishna enters crossing Yamuna river along with Akrurji, and he goes very slowly, very slow. Slowly he goes. Akrurji takes bath in Yamuna, then Akrur crosses Yamuna, then Krishna and Balram, he moves around slowly, walking on the road. So then all this pastimes happens. That washerman was delivered. Then it's Mali, the gardener who makes garland. Somebody was made to be Mali, gardener. This what is called garland maker. केहो होए माली केहो माला पोड़े रंगे कुब्जा बेश करी गंधा पोड़े तार स्थाने धनु को गड़िया भांगे कारिया कोरिया गर्जने. So all that, everything that takes place in Krishna Lila. Then Kubja comes, and Kubja was asked by Krishna that, see, my elder brother Balram is so beautiful. Why don't you put some chandan upon the forehead of my brother? Then Kubja, very with great love, she applies the chandan to Krishna and Balram. And then Kubja was such a old as well as very ugly hunchback lady. And she was made to be beautiful by Krishna in just one jerk, one shot. Kubja vesh kari gandhap pade tarasthane. Dhanuka, and after that, Krishna enters into the arena of Kansa, where he has made all the plans so that Krishna Balaram could be killed. And there was a big dhanush was put, so that dhanush yagga he has made, so that somehow or other Krishna Balaram will be caught and he was killed. Krishna Balaram goes and he breaks the dhanuka and kills all that people around those were. So like this, all that pastimes Lord is doing. Kuvalaya chanura mushtik malla mari kansa kari kahare pade na chula dhari kansa vada kariya na chaye shishu sange sarva loka dekhi hase bala kera range. So Kuvalaya chanur mushtik and chanur mushtik malla toshala sala toshala, all these wrestlers were killed. Kansa kari kahare pade na chula dhari. And how Kansa was killed? Kansa was taken his Lord took his what we say hair, and he just gasses him down from his throne and just pounds upon him and kills him in just one shot. कंस वध करिया नाचाए शिशु संगे सर्वलोक देखी हासे बालक के रंगे एई मत जत जत अवतार लीला सब अनुकरण करिया करे खेला दीना नित्यानंद होई यवा मन बलि राज करी छले ताहा न भुवन. वृद्ध काचे शुक्र रूपे केहो माना करे, वृक्ष लोई चढ़े प्रभु शेषे तार शिरे, कोन दीन नित्यानंद सेतु बंध करे, वानरेर रूप सब शिशु गण धरे. So kono din Nityananda Hoya Vaman. It is Vaman past time, Vaman Dev past time. And he delivers Sukracharya, Vriddha Kache, Sukra Rupe, Keho Mana Kore. Nityananda then he does Ramachandra pastime, Setu Bandha Kare, Vanere Rupa Sava, Shishu Ganitare. भेरंडारा गाछे काटी फैलाए न जले, शिशु गण मेली जय रघुनाथ बोले. So Sesubandha pastime is happening. The Bheranda means anybody know what is the meaning of Bheranda? Bheranda, Bherenda, Bherenda, Bherenda. Bherenda is tree. This Aranda. How many from Aranda seed? Arandi seed, Aranda. So there is small trees. This much thick trees, Bheranda trees. So throwing that, Nityananda Prabhu along with his uh, childhood friends, he makes the Shetu, the bridge, and telling Jai Shri Ram, Jai Raghunath, Jai Raghunath, like this. Nityananda Prabhu along with his uh, classmates, uh, fellow mates, he makes bridge. Sri Lakshman Rup Prabhu Dharya apane Dhanu Dhari Kope Chale Sugriva Sthane. Now he himself is Lakshman, he takes up the mood of Lakshman and he takes the bow and he goes to Sugriva. Are re Vanara Mora Prabhu Dukha Pae, Pranana Loimu Jadi Tabe Jhato Aye. Hey Vanar, my master is suffering out of separation of his mother Sita and you are enjoying here, useless fellow. Come quickly. माल्यवान पर्वते मोरा प्रभु पाए दुख, नारी गण लोइया बेटा तुम्ही करो सुख. So very rasic Bengali. So my Lord Ramchandra is getting feeling so much suffering in the पर्वत called माल्यवन. तू बेटा यहाँ पे तू इतने सारे महिलाओं को लेके मजा कर रहा है, नारी गण लोइया. He has taken even Bali's wife also to be his own wife, Tara. And yes, so and he was enjoying. Practically, he has broken all the four regulative principles after he was given his kingdom back. And he was fully enjoying, forgetting the duty. Right. This is what it happens for normal, ordinary jiva when they get their life settled, when they forget Krishna. आराम से फिर मजाक में नारे गण लोइया बेटा तुम्ही करो सुख माल्यवान पर्वते मोर प्रभु पाए दुख कोन दीन क्रुद्ध होइया परशुराम मेरे मोर दसी नाही विप्र पाला हो सत्वरे. So same Lakshman and as Nityananda Prabhu is telling to Parsuram, hey, we are not at the fault. It's not that because of us this bow has been broken. You please go away. Pala ho satvare. Lakshman era bhave Prabhu hoye sei रूप बुझिते न पारे शिशु माना कौतुक. पंचवानरेर रूप बोले शिशुगण वार्ता जिज्ञासाए प्रभु होइया लक्ष्मण के तोरा वानरा सभा बुलो वने वने আমি রঘুনাথের বৃত্ত বলো মোর স্থানে. তার বলে আমার বালির ভয়ে বুলি রেখা হসি রামচন্দ্র লই পদ ধুলি. सवार कोले करी ऐसे लोइया श्री राम चरणे पदे दंडवत होइया. इंद्रजित बध लीला कोन दिन करे कोन दिन अपने लक्ष्मण भावे हरे. Lakshmana bhave hare. In the bhava of Lakshmana, someday Lord Nityananda Prabhu fights with Indrajit and he gets defeated by Indrajit. Vibhishana Koryanena Ramasthane Lankeshwara Abhisheka Korena Tahane. Vibhishan comes at the place of Lord Ramchandra taking shelter of Lord Ram. And Lord Ram, right there only, he makes him Lankeshwar, Raja Abhishek. So that pastime. Kone Shishu Bole Mui Ailu Ravan. Shakti Saila Hani Ai Samvara Lakshman. Some other child he comes as Ravan. Hey, now I will kill you, Lakshman. Now please take care. Now I am throwing upon you Shakti Saila, Shaktiman. Ita boli Padma Pushpa Marilo Philia. What was the Shaktiman? Padma Pushpa. So you see in Ek Chakradham, where this pastime take place, where Lord Nityananda used to play, is still there is a kunda, there is a Padma Pukur, we can say Padma Pukur. How many of you visited that place where Lord used to do these pastimes? I think those who have visited Ekchakradam, they must also have visited that place. So that place is still right there. એ તો બોલી પદ્મ પુષ્પ મારીલો ફેલિયા લક્ષ્મણ ભાવે પ્રભુ પડીલા ચલિયા. So in the mood of Lakshman, actually just fell down. મૂર્છિત હોઈલા પ્રભુ લક્ષ્મણેર ભાવે જાગયે છાયાલ છાઓયાલા જાગાય છાઓયાલા સબ તબુ નહીં જાગે. So now Lord becomes unconscious and everybody is making Lakshman to get up. Lakshman, get up. And really, he is into the bhav. He's in the he doing his pastimes. So he's not doing pastime like us. That okay, murcha ho gaya lekin आँख खुला बीच में बंद हो रहा है ऐसे ऐसे. No, no. He's fully into it pastimes. He's gone into it. He's not just playing. He's into it. সকল বৃত্তান্ত তবে কহিল শিশুগণ কেহ বলে বুঝিলাম ভাবের কারণ পূর্বে দশরথ ভাবে এক নটবর রাম বনবাসী শুনি পড়ে না কলেবর কেহ বলে কাঁচা কাচি আছে চয়াল চয়াল হনুমান ঔষধ দিলে হইবে ক ভালো. So one old man, he told that, okay, I understand what is the situation. One person, he was acting in one of the drama as to be Dashrath, and he went into so much into the mood of Dashrath that actually, and Dashrath died, he also died. So maybe same thing had happened with Nitai also. He might have gone into so much deep into the bhava of Lakshman, and now he is almost as if died only. So who is Hanuman? Who was working as acting as Hanuman? Who is a काच काची पड़ा? वो कौन है बंदा? वो हनुमान का acting कर रहा है. So then tell him Hanuman to get that what he was supposed to do, what he's supposed to get. পূর্বে প্রভু শিখাইছিলেন সবারে পড়িলে তোমরা বেদি বেড়ি কান্দি হো আমারে. তো ক্ষণেক অবিলম্ব পাঠাই হো হনুমান নাকে দিলে ঔষধ আসিবে মোর প্রাণ. নিজ ভাবে প্রভু মাত্র হইলা চেতন দেখি বড় বিকল হইলা শিশুগণ. So Nisikhaile na Sobare, already Nityananda has told that how the play will go, right? So when I will fall down, then all of you have to cry, just like all the Vanaras cried. And after some time, Hanuman should be dispatched for getting this particular Ausadi. Then after that, the Ausadi will be given to my nose. Then after smelling that, I will just get up. Dekhi, bodo vikal hoila Shushugan, but they forgot all that things. They when Nityanand Prabhu just he fell down unconscious and they forgot the play only. छन्न होइलन सब शिक्षा नाही स्फुरे उठो भाई बोली मात्रा कांदे उच्च स्वरे. So they left the play. They started telling, अरे उठो यार क्या हो गया तुम निताई की हो गया. They were not telling in Balram. I mean not telling him Lakshman. You're telling Nitai, why you just not getting up? So they forgot all that shiksha. Shiksha means the play should go on. And they left the plate right there only. They went into getting Nitai. So লোকামুখে শুনি কথা হইল স্মরণ হনুমান কাছে শিশু কলিল চলিল তখন আর এক শিশু পথে তপস্বীর বেশে ফলমূল দিয়া হনুমানের আশংসে. So by hearing from all other elderly people, someone who was Hanuman immediately started for Himalayan mountain to get this different herbs. So while going to Himalayan mountain, this all the different tastes were put by Ravana himself, so that Hanuman could be dissuaded to reach that place and get the herbs. So হনুমানের আসামসে এক পথে তপস্বীর বেশে আইলো আর এক শিশু পথে তপস্বীর বেশে ফলমূল দিয়া হনুমানের আসামসে রহ বাপ ধন্য করো আমার আশ্রম বড় ভাগে আসি মিলে তোমা হেন জন. হনুমান বলে কারিয়া গৌরবে চলিব আসিবারে চাহি রহিবারে না পরিব শুনিয়াছ রামচন্দ্র অনুজ লক্ষণ শক্তিশালে তারে মূর্ছা করিল রাবণ. So Hanuman was being tested there. Rahabap dhanya karo. He was telling that, please stay for some time in my ashram. I'm so fortunate to have you in my ashram. Please wait for some time, drink some water, take bath and eat something. Then Hanuman said, no, 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 I cannot wait here. I'm in the mission. I'm in a mission. You don't know the Shakti Sela has been struck to Lakshman, and because that he is fully unconscious, Ravan has done so. अतएव जायामि गंधमादन औषधानि लेता रहे ताहारा जीवन. Let me go to गंधमादन पर्वत. तपस्वी बोले यदि যাইব নিশ্চয় স্নান করি কিছু খাও করো বিজয়. নিত্যানন্দ শিখায়ে বালকে কথ কহে विस्मित হইয়া সর্বলোকে চাহি রহে. Nityananda শিখায়ে বালকে কথা কহে. Whatever all children were telling had been already instructed by Nityananda. And everybody were struck. My God, this much of detail of Ramayana we never even heard. How these children are playing such a detailed Ramayana, everything, right? So তপস্বীরা বলে সর্ববরে গিলা স্নানে জলে থাকি আরে শিশু ধরিল চরণে কুবীরের রূপ ধরি যায় জলে লইয়া হনুমান শিশু আনে কুলেতে টানিয়া কতক্ষণে রণ করি জিনিয়া কুম্ভীর. This is kumbhir, this is kumir. Kumir means crocodile. So one kumir also came while Hanumanji was taking bath. A kumir came or something. Hasi dekhe Hanuman Ara Mahavira. Hanuman actually killed him. This is happening in Lord Nityananda Prabhu's pastimes. আর এক শিশুধরি রাক্ষসের কাছে হনুমানে খাইবারে যাই তারে পাছে কুম্ভীরা জিনিলা মোর মোরে জিনিবাকে মনে তোমা খাও তবে কেবা জিয়াবে লক্ষণে হনুমান বলে তোর রাবণ কুকুর তারে নাহি বস্তু বুদ্ধি তুই পালা দূর. another another big demon comes. That demon tells that, oh, you have killed Kumir, but how could you surpass me? I will kill you. I will see how you could able to reach to Lakshman and how you were able to make Lakshman again alive. So Hanuman is telling, Tor Ravan Kukur, your Ravana is dark. He don't have any buddhi and you just run away, go away from here. Are nahi vastu buddhi, tui pala dure. Pala means in the villages in Bengal also you see these words are used. Hey pala. Pala means just go away from here. এই মত অভয় পরমানন্দ রায় ভ্রমে নিত্যানন্দ ভয় নাহি কো কাহায়. Where did we go? Oh my God. Oh, some number of slokas were missed. Prabhu's. Okay. इस पूरे जा रहे. Which number we were? वर्षा करिल रावण रहे महावीर पाला दूर. Okay. এই মতো দুই জনে হয়ে গালাগালি শেষে হয়ে চুলাচুলি কিল আর কিলাকিলি. So they're doing galagali and chula chuli means taking each other's chul and they were fighting, then they were fisting kila kili ching ching. কতক্ষণ সেই কৌতুকে জিনিয়া রাক্ষসে গন্ধমাদনে আসি হইলা প্রবেশে আহে গন্ধর্বে গন্ধর্বে বেশ ধরি শিশুগণ রাসবার সঙ্গে যুদ্ধ হয়ে কতক্ষণ. So then Gandharva comes. কতক্ষণ সেই কৌতুকে জিনিয়া রাক্ষসে. Then Rakshasa was killed. He won over Hanumanji and Gandhamadan. He came to Gandhamadan. And then Gandhamadan, there Gandharvas were there. Nahi Gandharva Vesha Dhari Shishugan. Rasavare Sangha Yuddha Hoy Katak. So Kole Korile na Gia Hadai Pandit Sakala Balaka Helen Rashid. Sabe Bole Bap Ya Kotha Sikhila. Hasi Bole Prabhu Mor Sakal Lila. Kole Korile Kuya Hadai Pandit. So when Nityananda Prabhu was again revived, then Harai was just holds Nityananda Prabhu Nitai in his lap and uh, everybody was happy. Sakal, all the children were also happy. Sabe bole, Bap, यह कोथाय सिखिला. Bap means they were telling to the children. ये तो कहाँ से सीख लिया तुम लोग इसको. ये सब तो हम भी नहीं जानते. सबे बोले बाप या कोथाय सिखिला. हासी बोले प्रभु मोर यही सकल लीला. Nitan would say, these are all my pastime only. I know it very well. I had been doing it for time eternity. I am always doing it. प्रथम वयास प्रभु अति सुकुमार. प्रथम बयस प्रभु अति सुकुमार. कोल होइते कारो चित्त नाही एड़ी बार. And in beginning of a child, Lord was so gentle and so tender body. कोल कोल होइते कारो चित्त नाही एड़ी बार. And everybody want to just keep him in his lap. Nobody want to Eddie bar. Nobody want to just give away Nitai from his lap. सर्वलोके पुत्र होइते बड़ो स्नेह भासे चिनिते ना पारे के हो विष्णु माया वशे सर्वलोके पुत्र होइते बड़ो स्नेह. Everybody was loving Nitai even more than his own sons. Nobody could understand who is this person, who is this small little child. हेनुमते शिशु काले होइते नित्यानंद कृष्ण लीला बिना आर ना करे आनंद. In this way, Lord Nityananda Prabhu did his pastimes, and his pastimes, his plays were nothing but Krishna Lila. And this is the only Ananda for Nityananda Prabhu. Right? So this way Lord Nityananda is teaching us that we should also have only Ananda into relishing the pastimes of Krishna. Right? Nityananda Prabhu is teaching us. पिता माता गृह छाड़ी सर्व शिशुगण नित्यानंद संगति विहर सर्वक्षण. Leaving aside their father and mother, all the children always roaming around with Nitai. Say Sava Surupaye Bahu Namaskar. Just paying obeisances at the lotus feet of all the children. Nityananda Sange Jara Eimato Vihar. Eimato Krida Kori Nityananda Rai. Shisu Hoite Krishna Lila Bina Nahi Bhai. In this way, Lord Nityananda produced so many kidas, plays. Shisu Hoite, even though they were children, Krishna Lila Bina Nahi Bhai. And they never liked anything other than Krishna Lila. They never did any other Leelas, useless. Uh, and they were not playing her, they were not seeing this Mickey Mouse or Pata nahi kya kya, Donald Duck, which are all utopian nonsense. What will the people they say? Even Srila Prabhupada was there in somewhere in the beginning of his mission in USA. One of his friend, he has put TV on, and in that TV that some Mickey Mouse or something was going. Prabhupada, what is this nonsense? So children before they used to play this all these things, right? और कार्टून नहीं, जो कार्टून देख देख कार्टून बन गया. The children should be made to play these things, and they should be educated into these pastimes of Sri Krishna, Sri Ramchandra. Anantera lila keva pore kohi bare taha kripaye jeno matas pure jare. So unlimited Ananta is Nitai, Nityananda Prabhu. Keva pore kohi bare. Who can say this? Taha kripaye jeno matas pure jare. And because of his mercy only, his pastimes get revealed into the heart of devotees. So we want to remember Krishna, we want to speak about Krishna, we want to preach the holy name. So all this happens by the mercy of Krishna, by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu only. By our own effort, we can never do it. We can never able to do it. Unless Lord bestows mercy, His callous mercy, so that we could become the instrument of His Sankirtana, we can never take part in Sankirtana. The Ananta Lila Keva Pare Kohi Bare Tahan Kripa. Tahan means this is Vrindavan Das Thakur's Bangla. Tahan means Tahar, same thing. Synonymous to Tahar. Tahan Kripa Jeno Motto Spure Jare. Okay. Henumate Dwadasa Vatsara Thaki Gare. Nityananda Chalilena Tirtha Kari Vare. So here we concludes the childhood pastimes, and childhood pastimes took place for 12 years. And from here, the pastime is going away from Ekchakradham, and we shall not take that because today is Nityananda Trayodasi, and we want to keep Lord Nityananda in Ekchakra only. We want to see in Ekchakra only, at least for today. Okay, so next time when we read, maybe sometime we can go outside of Ekchakra also. But for today, we shall take a pause in Ekchakradham. Hare Krishna. Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so anything to say from devotees here? Nothing. Fine. So let's stop here. Thank you, all of you, Prabhus. I'm very grateful that all of you kindly appeared. Pardipta Mandal Prabhu, kindly you took up to keep your video open throughout the whole session. It was really very encouraging that you kept your video open. And because of your presence only, I could speak something. Thank you so much, Prabhu. So thank you so much, all of you, all other Vaishnavas, to be kindly be here, for being here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much.